Okay, let's play Pachinko. Put a ball in. We'll launch it. So as you may be noticing, it depends on how far I pull down as how much power it has, and you just experiment with that to see how far you can pull it to get it to launch. So I'm using my fingers as a kind of a guide to help me remember how far to pull down. Somebody loads too many balls in the shooter lane. I've got the glass out right now, but let's just say they loaded a bunch in. There wouldn't be enough power to launch them out on the plate. Okay, one of the other common problems you have is you play and you get jackpots and you don't have enough balls in the machine for all the mechanical features to work properly. I'm going to simulate that by getting a couple more jackpots. Okay, so the jackpot didn't pay out. The first thing you do is you want to stop playing so you can see what's going on with the back of the machine. Because if you catch it quick enough, you'll be able to resolve the issue without having to clear a bad ball jam. What's happened here is this ball that you just won stopped here because this lever going across, going up, is latched. There is a lever here because there's not enough balls in the tray, in the track, to push the lever aside. It's from completing its cycle. So the jackpot can't complete. So the easy solution is to add balls to your supply tray, and then it'll be able to complete its cycle. So if you catch it soon enough like that, there's no problem. Now let me recreate a jam. Okay, it's blocked. Now, but let's say you may play, and they may have several balls start to back up in here. This could also happen if you reset the seesaw. So I'll just keep putting balls in here. So typically what would happen, especially if there's a cover over this area, someone would push you do, it takes one of these balls and it loads it in this lane. So 2 balls here. And if they do that several times, they'll start to get a really bad jam in here. And I've seen it where there's balls backed up in here in the pockets, and it just takes a long time to get those jams out. So what do we do about this? The jam is because there's not enough balls in here, so you could either add balls out of the way. We'll go ahead and pull it out of the way. We pulled it out of the way so the arm was able to pivot, but you may notice there's still a ball jam here. That's because there were so many balls there, as it fell down, they jammed up instead of one at a time dropping out of here. So now what you may have to do is you may have to wiggle this arm until you can get those balls to release. And if you've got a lot of balls in there, that's difficult to do. Now I just want to point out that you can see some balls in here around the bells. That's just because we've got a lot of jackpots and we haven't emptied the receiving tray up front. So we'll want to do that real soon before it backs up. So basically that's this tray here. We just need to empty these balls. That's how that works. Now let's take a look at emptying the machine, because you never want to lay down the machine with balls out. So you have this lever up here. We're going to flip it up, and we're going to see all the balls drop through. They ran, and they the jackpot assembly, in fact one actually jumped out of here because it's so full. Okay, so all the balls that were in here are now out. We have a lot of balls up here and we want to empty them out. What's going to happen if we do this? So as the balls were coming down, the weight of the balls was tipping this lever, releasing the jackpot, allowing the balls as they were going in to go out towards the front receiving tray. Just want to double check, do that a few times, make sure all the balls drop out. Now you can turn the machine around and take the balls out of the receiving tray. Thanks so much. Hope you enjoy your machine.